This is Gemara, Baba Basra, Daf Lamid Beis, and we're holding in the bottom of Lamid Aleph Amid Beis, and we're in the middle of discussing: does Bezdin have to be worried about Ziluta or not? Does Bezdin have to be concerned that if they change what the original psak was, then maybe people will come to belittle the court system? So said the Gemara that Rav Nachman, when held nothing of it of them on the Chazi Sever Tusi Biyadi, they thought that the reason why he changed was a toy. It's V'loi El Mishon, says the Gemara, it's Ali Bashli Rabbi, and therefore, Rav Nachman realized that you could Lemaisa change around the din, and Bezdin doesn't have to be worried what are people going to say. Ditinan. As we learned, Rabbi Yehuda Aimer Eid Mal Likun Al Pi Echad. Rabbi Yehuda says we're not Mal Likun Al Pi Echad. And Rashbag Amar Rav Elazar, Hey Masay B'Makim Sheish Ayrin. This is 5 lines to the bottom. It's only when there are Ayrin Mal Likunam. Makim Sheish Ayrin Av Makim Shein Ayrin Mal Likun Al Pi Echad. Then we what? Shimon Gamliel Aimer says Rashbag Mishim Shimon Askan Mal Likun Al Pi Echad as well, based on an Echad. We could allow one to be a kite. Rav Shimon Gamliel, Hainu Rav Elazar asked the Gemara. The difference is when there's one person challenging the story. Rav Elazar Savar. Rav Elazar holds the ear of the chad, even though there's only one person saying that he's not a kohen. That's enough to invalidate the person's current status. Rashvag Savar ear tray says Rav Shimon Gamliel. No, one person talking doesn't do anything. There's no error. There's no shayla. Until there are two people that say the same, as Rashi says, and we allow and we leave the Eid Echad with his Nemanis. Asks the Gemara on the top line of the Beis Amid Aleph, Amar Rav Yechlan, Devri Akol Eid Ere Pachas Mishnayim. Everyone agrees there's no such thing as here less than two people. Eliir Trey Vachamai. What's our case? Kigoin Machaskina Leba Avua Dehaidikoin. There's a chazaka that his father was a kohen of an avalei kala to ben grusha ben chalutza, and then a kol went out to the garden of the kid that he's the son of a grusha chalutza, and therefore he is spasel vachtine, and the court therefore said that he's no longer kosher lekuna based on the ear, based on the kol. No, in reality the kohen, no, he is a kohen. Vasignam. So the Bezdin brought him back up to his original sound. And they lowered him. So we have this Caesar going on with this guy. Is he a kohen or not? And then finally, 10 lines down on the Bezam and Aleph also Eid Echad V'Amar L'Koyenu. U'Dikoliya Asid Echad D'Koyenu. And Eid Echad says he's a kohen, like the original Eidus. Says the Gemara. U'Dikoli Alma Mitzarvin Eidus. Everyone agrees that we do combine Eidus. Even two singular Eidim testifying separately. So what's the machlokes over here? The machlokes is like we ended the previous year. If Bezdin flip-flops, if Bezdin starts off saying yay and then switches to nay, Bezdin originally said he is a kohen, and then Bezdin's going to change, he's not a kohen. Do we have to be worried about what are people going to say about the courts? Yes, we have to be worried. Once we demoted him, we're not allowed to put him back as a kohen because people are going to think Bezdin has no power. No, we took him down and we could elevate him back to being a kuna zut beidina. A fundamental machlokes at what level we have to be concerned with the honor of Bezdin. If this is true, if it's all about Zilus of the Beidina, ask the Gemara. It should be the same thing. There's only an Eid Echad. Excuse me, why are we talking about Eid Echad? Even betray should be the same thing, that we should not be able to bring it back up to Kahuna. Must be that no one's worried about that. Is combining the Eidos of Plukta Tani Tanai, and this is an older machlokes Titania. Until they see it together. That's as well enough. Testify together. Rav Nasan Aimer Shaimin Devarav Shalzeh Hayoim. So three opinions at what level the court has to paskin altogether. Shulman Karcha says, I feel bizarre. Is that why? Because it is not miskayim till the second guy is made. Or Nassid says, Shaim in Devar Shalzayim. And then when the other one comes, we'll hear of tomorrow. Even actually in reality, says Rav Nassan, allowed to split up the Din Torah into two completely different days. And we're 2 lines from the bottom. Says the Gemara, another Ma'isa, another story. As we've seen so many times, someone asked his friend, what are you doing in this field? Amrli responds, guess what? I bought it for you. And not only that, here is the shtar. Here is the document showing that I bought it for you. Amar le, says the Gemara, the one who's saying that it's his field said to the guy living in the field, shtar ezaifu, it's a forged shtar. Gachen lachash le the Rabba. So the guy who's living in the field risked over and said to Rabbi, in shtar ezaifu, it's true, it is. Really, I had a good shtar. I lost it, so I figured I'll forge it. It's better than nothing. So he admitted that it was a forged document, and he wanted to have an M on it. Amar Rabba, Mali Lishaker. He has an M on it. He Amar Lishtar Malyu. He could have just said it's a kosher star for the fact that he's a Maida, that he had a different one. And this one he just made up in the interim, gives him them on us. Amrli Rav Yosef, 6 lines down, Amai. Why is what you're saying true? Samcha Haishtara. He's relying on this star. And Haishtara Chasbam Baalmu. But this star is in reality nothing. It's not a real star. And therefore, he shall not have a good time. Says the Gemara, a similar case. Who Damar Lachaver Havli Me'ez used him the second Nabecha. V'Hashtara. Give me 100 zuz that you owe me. Here's the star. Amrlei responds, star zaifu is forged. Who? Kachan lachash the rabbis, the person who was tining the money, the person that said he has a document, whispers and says to Rabbi, it's true what he just said. In star zaifu, it is a forged star. But says the man to Rabbi Miu, guess what? Star ma'al yahavili. I really had a good star. The Erchas, I just lost it. So I said to myself, Amina inkedai biyadi. I'll take this to my hand, Koldu. At least I have something. So says the Gemara, he has an amonus. Amar Rabba malal shaker. He has an amonus. Why? Ibay Amar leishtar malyu. He could have just said it's a good star. He went out of his way and he admitted that it wasn't a good star. So therefore, he has an amonus to be believed. Amar le Rav Yosef responds, Rav Yosef, Amai, because Haishtara Chazvamu. This star is a piece of paper. Amar Rav Idi Baravin, what's the Lamaisa? Says Rav Idi Baravin, Elchasa. In all of the aforementioned cases, says Rav Idi Baravin, or Paskinin Kavasei de Rabba, Ba'ara. Seder Yosef is usually like Kirabba, Ba'ara, why they came Ara, take him whatever it is you could take him. Seder of Yosef, Bezuzi, they came Zuzi Lekume, wherever the money is found, it remains. And that's the reason why he was not sure about the final case of Zuzi, and therefore he said that everything should go with its previous Chazaka. And no, let's go one job further. Says the Gemara, Hahu Arava, there was a guarantor. He said to ask the loiva to give me 100 zuz, the barati, lemalva, aluyech, I want to pay back the malva on your behalf. And he gives over to the loiva the shtar. Amar le lavrati, did I not pay you back? Amar le, Amar the guarantor says, lav hadris. Shalkitaminai, what do you mean? You reborrowed it from me. That's why I still have your shtar. So Shalach Rav Idi Baravin like Amid Rabbi Gavna Mai Shalach Le Abai Mai Tabayli. What's your Shiloh? You Damer looks like I'm say the Rabbi Bara. Looks like I'm say Yosef Vizuzi Vechadok Mizuzi. Look me, you're the one that paskin like Rav Yosef Vizuzi, and therefore wherever the money is, that's where it remains, and therefore like the Shita of Rav Yosef. But concludes the Gemara, this is only V'hani Mili Damar Lei Hadris Asvinta Minei. Says only when the guarantor said you borrowed again. But if he said no, I returned it to you, machmas shifi v'sumki. If he says I returned it to you because it was worn out, it was reddened, then he still has the shibud of the shtar. It's not considered a good payment, and therefore the document this guarantor has is indeed able to be collected with, and therefore he could use it to collect that which he is owed. Pick it up from Abba Bar Sharsham in the next year of Siyata Dishmayu.